Hello, third formers. Time for a song. This is a song that we can deal with in module number 2. We learn to give, share, and care. And today's song is Man in the Mirror for Michael Jackson. I'm starting this lesson with a lesson plan. Then we move for a warm-up. Next, we'll have the 3 stages of the listening. Then we'll have the homework, assignment, and of course, the thanks. The objectives of this lesson. Upon completion of this lesson, students will be able to guess the relationship between 7 pics and the content of Module 2, demonstrate comprehension by answering varied comprehension questions, identify a figure of speech, develop pronunciation at word level, work in groups to write and present a speech on how to make a change in the word, interview the singer about the content of the song, take part in the teamwork to write the script and enact the music video of a song, listen to a song and circle the words they hear from a list of given words and then check answers with mates, listen to a song and fill in a gap with verse, circle the right alternative, reorder lines of a verse, identify mistakes and correct them, match lines with implied meaning, and identify singers and people's feelings. The skills: listening, reading, writing, speaking, and video watching. Some of the vocabulary will be nickel, scarred, widow, blow, washed out, disregard. The language: 1 figure of speech receives imagery. Pronunciation is E, I, and long E. Homework: gap filling exercise, then preparing for a music video. This is a kind of mini project to be prepared at home. Aids, visuals, video, handouts, and data show. Warm up. Guess the relationship between the following pics and how they relate to module number 2. Can you come up with a nice story? I'm sure you can. Just set your imagination free. Here are the pics. So picture number 1 shows a wind blowing. The second picture shows a broken bottle top. Now that coin is called a nickel. Then we have a man in the mirror. Then we have a widow, a scarred face, and a man wearing a coat. What can relate all these pictures together? Of course, later we'll compare your stories with the main story of the song. While listening, listen to the song Man in the Mirror. You can get clear and it will lead you to the song. Activity number 1, think, pair, and share. Read the words individually and circle the words you hear. Check your answers with your partner, then share with the whole class. So after listening, you should circle these words: change, wind, word, mirror, dream, bottle, pretending, clear, broken, mirror, look, message, place, time. Now, could you now reflect back on the photos shown to you and check whether you guessed right or wrong? What is the song about? The song is about the necessity to start making a change in the world and to help the poor and the underprivileged. The message of the song is that we should change ourselves to be able to change the world. Activity number 2, the adulterated song. Listen to part 1, underline the mistake in every line and correct it.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
So the answer is make instead of fake, life instead of time, feel instead of heal, difference instead of sentence, and write instead of cite. I hope your answers were correct. Pronunciation activity. Listen to part 1 again and identify words containing similar sounds and complete the table. So words containing I, like in blind, life and right, E, like deeply. The word is feel, and words containing E, like in wind, difference, it, and in. Activity number 3, gap filling. Listen to part 2 and fill in the blanks.
As I turned up the collarbone, my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A son's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know.
So the words are winter, wind, kids, eat, blind, pretending, bottle, soul, follow, and nowhere. Complete the following table with the missing information. What is the season? What kind of weather is described? And what are the details? So the season is winter. The weather is windy and it is cold. And the details, we mention a coat and the wind. What does my favorite winter coat tell you about the financial situation of the singer? Well, he's comfortable. He may even be a well-to-do person. He certainly has more than one coat. What effect does it have on us to wear on or to put on our best clothes? Yeah, it gives us a boost of confidence. So what broke the singer's confidence and made him decide to make a change? It's the sight of the poor and hungry kids in the streets. All right, it is that kind of shock that the singer received when he went out in the streets. Match the lines with the implied meaning. The wind is blowing my mind, the summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, they follow each other on the wind. So A means the chilly weather is not affecting him physically but mentally because he is greeted by the sight of the poor kids. B, when a person is carefree, not paying attention to anything around him. 3, the singer is also drinking away his sorrows and sees hope leaking away from him as well as the other people. He feels broken and sad. D, people are lost in their problems, so they roam aimlessly. Activity number 4, the scrambled lines. Reorder the following lines of the chorus.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. Na 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 na.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what is the singer's message through the song? He is calling to stop being selfish, all right? And to open one's eyes to see the reality of the world. His message is, you have to start by changing yourself if you want to change the world. Be selfless, learn to give, share, and care, which is the title of module number 2. And this is what we have been dealing with throughout the whole module. Listen and circle the right option.
I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there's someone home. Not a nickel to love. Could it be really pretending that I don't know? Oh, well, deep in the sky, somebody's broken heart and washed out the dream. They follow the pattern of the wind you see. 'Cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting
So the words are selfish, home, nickel, not, scarred, washed out, and pattern. So what does the writer mean by I've been a victim of selfish kind of love? A, B, or C? Pause the video, take your time to think. The answer is C. I've been swallowed in the love of oneself and the desire of having everything for oneself. The singer uses imagery 3 times in this part of the song. So imagery means to use figurative language to represent objects, actions, and ideas in such a way that appeals to our physical senses. So what are these 3? Pick them out, please, and match them with their meaning. A widow deeply scarred means the singer uses the image of physical hurt and abuse to speak about the emotional and mental hurt the widow might be going through. The second one, a washed out dream. We think of many clothes being washed again and again till they are faded. The writer uses this effective image to bring across how an individual's dream is faded. Number 3, somebody's broken heart. The author uses this painful image to bring across one's anguish and despair. It could be referring to the broken heart of a mother when she sees her children having not enough money to survive, or a broken heart of a child not able to pursue his ambitions. What do people need exactly according to the song? Let's reflect back on all the ideas mentioned. So people need home, food, money, care, company, and help. Classify the following feelings and attitudes in the table below. Singer's feelings and people's feelings. So the singer is determined, caring, resolute, and is overcome with a feeling of shame. People feel despair, fear, and a lot of pessimism. Post-listening activities. Number 1, this is an activity for the whole class. Listen to the rest of the song and note down words and expressions that reflect the strong determination of the singer to make a change. So here are the expressions that you may jot down. You gotta get it right while you got the time. That man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. Gonna feel real good now. Just lift yourself. You've got to move on. And come on, you've got to stand up now, man. Now, I'll be dividing the class into 4 groups. 2 groups will be dealing with this idea or this activity. So the first 2 groups will think about how to make a change in the word, and they will be writing a speech. Okay? To prepare for the speech, you have to complete this diagram. Jot down any words or expressions or ideas that are related to change and solidarity and the theme of philanthropy in general. Then every group will choose a speaker who will present the talk to his friends, if you like. The other 2 groups will interview the singer about the content of the song, the reasons for which he wrote the lyrics, and his choice of the song music video. So we'll have 2 interviews with the singer. And of course, we'll present this, to the rest of the class. Homework. Fill in the blanks with words from the list below. On, impoverished, eventually, better, must, sadness, responsibility, ourselves, individual. So, this song is about a man who resolves to alter his ways before he starts changing the world. He speaks about how certain situations he has seen has really affected him. Example, the impoverished and hungry children in the streets, and how he desires and feels that to make a really major change, he must start with himself. The song focuses on self-reflection and the inner struggle of one individual to become better, more upright, and more moral. It brings about questions such as, what is the individual's responsibility to society? All right, then I move on. There are a lot of negative and sad things out there, but someone has to come and stop this flow of sadness. And that's where you and me can enter the story. By making a change in ourselves, we stop the negative flow and Eventually, it will spread to others. It's all about changing yourself in order to be a better individual that will have his part in making a world a better place. Number 2. Plan a music video. Decide on location, events, shots, pictures, clothes, light, means of transport, and everything that can relate to planning a music video. I'm sure you can come up with amazing, interesting, and innovative ideas. You have seen the music video, the original music video. Can you make something different? I'm sure you can. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.